I wasn't expecting much from a stretching strap, but after taking this out of the package, I can already see why people use this for flexibility work, physical therapy exercises, and mobility routines. And I did get it for a video. So this is the Tecum stretching strap, and the first thing I noticed is that it's made from a soft cotton material instead of a rough nylon strap. It feels comfortable in your hands, and I can see why they specifically mention it's for sensitive skin. Another thing that stood out to me right away is the loop design. Instead of having to constantly adjust your grips, you have multiple hand and foot positions already built into the strap. And looking at for the first time, the biggest advantage seems to be versatility. Multiple loops let you easily change positions depending on the stretch you're doing, and whether you're working on hamstrings, calves, hips, shoulders, or general flexibility. Having all these different loop positions make it easy to adjust the amount of stretch without constantly repositioning the strap. I also like that it's non-elastic, so there's no stretch in the material itself, and you get more of a controlled range of motion when you're pulling against it. And I think this would be useful for a few different groups of people. If you're doing yoga, Pilates, mobility training, flexibility work, physical therapy exercises, even recovery work after workouts or martial arts, I can definitely see where a strap like this fits into your routine. And for somebody like me who does lifting, martial arts, and other activities that can leave you feeling tight, having a simple stretching tool like this makes it a lot of sense. So one thing I was wondering before seeing it in person was whether it would feel durable enough, and honestly, it feels pretty solid. The stitching looks reinforced, and the cotton material feels substantial without feeling overly thick. Another question I had was whether the multiple loops would actually be useful, or if it's just the marketing. But looking at it, I can already see how the different positions would make it easier to progressively adjust stretches, especially if you're more flexible, less flexible, you can adjust depending on the loops here, okay? So overall, my first impressions is that it's really positive. It's simple, lightweight, easy to use, and the multiple loop design seems like it can make flexibility and mobility exercises a lot easier to perform consistently for whoever you are. So if you're looking for a stretching strap for yoga, rehab exercises, mobility work, or general flexibility training, this looks like a solid option worth checking out.